Hey y'all, it's Celeste. Signed by Celeste is my notary name, and welcome to my channel. Had a customer calling me about some product that she wants to send out. So she's got 20 bags in here that I'm gonna send out. She's going to wind up using all my small boxes to ship them. So I'm selling boxes. I'm also packing up her 20 packages for her, and hopefully everything will be good. I am just coming to y'all real quick while I am here working a little bit later than I normally do at night, because it just came to me. Not just came to me, I've definitely thought about this before, but I always want to know what it is that we are able to do that the post office doesn't do that justifies us charging a bit more for anything that our customers are getting or shipping or anything like that. So two things. One, I want to say you don't have to charge much more than what they're charging. A very small convenience fee is enough to actually help sustain you if you get frequency of clientele. So like today, I am working on something that someone brought in, and I'm not sure if she's an Etsy seller or if she is actually selling just things that she's, a crafter, and she's just selling to people that she knows. But whatever the case, she brought in 20 packages. Well, she brought in 20 items to ship, bought boxes, and then shipped those items to the 20 different locations, and then she had 4 envelopes to mail. So with that being said, I could have probably charged $2 or $3 above what the post office charges to send those for her and still been comparable to the flat rate boxes that she had been using. However, buying my box, which is at a small profit, buying a label, which does not have to cost her an arm and a leg, and then actually using her own packing peanuts and packing, but she is an elderly lady, so I did actually want to assist with helping her pack them up properly. So I am assisting with her packing them up, and that could be at a cost. I could have did pro pack for that. However, I'm using her packing peanuts, which of course we want to sell our own, we use our own, what have you, but she had new packing peanuts. I'm using them and helping her. And essentially, she does this quite often. So I know that when she goes to the post office, she winds up having to pack this stuff up herself. I also know that when she goes to the post office, she's not getting any different rates, whether it's closer, further away, or what have you, because she's buying flat rate boxes. And I also know that if you have more than like 5 packages or something like that, they want you to use the self-serve. They do not want you to come to the person and use all their time, I guess, to go through your 20 addresses.
Here, I'm just packing up the client's items. She had mosaics and glass items that she wanted to make sure did not break. So we put them with her packing peanuts in a small box. Even though it didn't necessarily need a box in order to ship, we could have put them in a bubble mailer, but she already had them bubble wrapped and we wanted to make sure they were extra secure. So adding the packing peanuts and putting them in a small box was the best way to go.
So, with all of that being said, I understand why we get to charge somewhat of a premium for people using our service, aside from the fact that they're going to either come to a location where they can do more than one thing or more than two or three things, because most of us do passport photos and all of the other things that the post office will do as well. So with those services being offered, as well as other services that we can offer, and our excellent customer service, which I know I've said 100 times, I'm probably beating people over the head with customer service, but it just goes to show that that is what we have to offer. If we're going to charge them somewhat of a premium, I'm gonna keep working because I do still have 16 of these to pack up. But if we are still offering them, great customer service, but we're charging them a minor premium, I decided with the post office, because they don't have a high margin, that I'm gonna get very close to the post office's price. And we get to do the other things with other companies and other carriers and still come in at a reasonable price for the client. So I'm gonna just bite the bullet with post office and stay as close as I can to them, because those customers wind up being the ones who like to buy other things like boxes and stamps and things like that. And I don't get to get discounts on stamps the way that I thought we should. Of course, if we print them, we get something, but not if we are selling them stamps. So if anybody has any tips or tricks for getting the stamps that they want to buy, I have a lot of clients that still like to send out letters and still like to buy regular stamps and don't necessarily want printed stamps. So if anybody wants to comment below about where they're getting their stamps from, I've used stamps.com and Indicia, and I'm just trying to figure out the best way to be reasonable but have the up-to-date stamps. Like, I want that Betty White stamp. Anybody got the Betty White stamp at a reasonable price? I want the Betty White stamp. But to offer stamps, make a couple cents per, and still, be a reasonable price for people who want to buy a book of stamps or just a stamp or two from me. So let me know below, all my pack and ship buddies, or anybody else that has any tips or tricks about stamps. I'm definitely here for it. I've been asked several times in the last couple of weeks for stamps. So I am looking for options for that. And again, I just wanted to reiterate, the customer service is the reason for our premium, even if whether you're charging 50% or 20%, the reason for the premium is because they cannot get from them what they can get from you. So that is how we justify what we charge at a pack and ship. All right, y'all. This is a very short video. I'm gonna put a little bit of me packing my client's product in the video. So I am packing up like the last 10 maybe of her boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. This is 11. So I have 11 more boxes to pack up. And then after that, I'm going to make sure all the labels are on here securely, retape anything that's coming apart, because I don't know if I like Amazon Basics tape at all. I used Amazon Basics as a secondary tape and then wound up buying a whole nother maybe 18-20 rolls, and I'm halfway through them. Sometimes they seem to stick to the boxes, other times I don't know that I like how they stick. So I will also ask y'all if you can give me suggestions of your tape. I do have the wet rolls of the brown, or I have some tape that I bought from Sticker Mule that has my logo on it, or different logos, a couple different things that I sell. And yeah, so I use the sticky type tape. I like that so much better on boxes. I think I might just resort to that. But if you have suggestions, please put them below. I would definitely like suggestions for some good tape. Aren't those so pretty? Look at that shine. So beautiful. She made amazing gifts. I still have 9 more to make labels for, and that's what I'm doing now. I have several of them over there already ready. Wonderful day.
You as well.
Thank you. Bring it on. Thanks so much. My ink is out. My magenta is out. So I bought some more ink from Amazon. I'm going to install this cartridge. I don't know if I'm going to install them all. So this is not Epson ink. I got this off of Amazon. It came with 2 blacks, a magenta, blue, or cayenne, and yellow. I'm going to just do the whatever is out. Okay. All right. So as you can see, it says I'm low on the blue, which is cayenne, and I have no magenta. So I'm going to replace the magenta and let the cayenne keep going. All right, so I'm gonna say okay, yes, replace now. Then you have to open the lid, and then it goes over once, and then it'll go back to where that arrow is, and then once the arrow is there, you can lift it. You can't lift it unless it's in place. So now that it's in place, I don't even have magenta in there, so I'm about to put one in because it didn't accept the other one that I tried to replace it with, and then I can close it. So hold on. All right, I'm gonna open this, get the magenta out, and replace it. I tried to actually replace this with, because I have 2 of the same printer, and I had new ink from the second original printer, and it didn't let me use that. It said that that's not, I don't know, I guess they don't consider that something that you can actually replace it with. So I'm going to stick this in here, push it down, and then close this. And now it says it's a check mark, and I'm gonna close the top and let it do its thing. All right, so I'll let this go through the process, and then I will try a test print. Printing a small order for one of my main clients. Certainly appreciate her always thinking of me. So I know they came in like 100-piece set from Amazon. I got them from Amazon. I will link them below because they are in my Amazon storefront. So I'll link them below because even though there's 100 of them, I know you can buy, you can go to Dollar Tree and get $1.25 or maybe $1.50 now. A set of clothespins might be like 20, 25 in there, maybe more. And it would only be $1.25 or $1.50. But these are decorative. So they were around $7 to $8 for the 100, but it was so worth it. They're so cute. They hold the cards perfectly. They don't pinch the cards. So it was easy to actually put them on there, take them off. I practiced a few times to make sure the customers can get them off without destroying the card, just to look at them so they can. So this was perfect. Y'all, so I am going to show you how I decided to display my gift cards in my shipping store. I found the cutest little clothespins, and I'm showing you the phone so that you can see that they're not that large. They are actually pretty small, so I will pick them up, put them next to they're not very large. So just know that they can't hold very much weight, but they are excellent for what I decided to use them for. So let's turn around. Ta-da! I used my little metal rack that used to house, I had some crock charms hanging off of here before, and people were choosing the crock charms, but they were behind a glass case, and this spins and can sit on the counter. It's not gonna sit right here, but it does spin. And so I am going to, on the other side, I have some thank you and appreciation cards and some congratulations grad cards, because it's almost graduation time for everybody. So I figured it would be a good time to put these out. As you all know, in shipping stores, they typically have a stand of cards that you can buy, and maybe even like Visa and gift cards that you can buy. And so I wanted to make sure that I at least offer something in case they didn't put something in their package when they're shipping out a care package, or they're sending a birthday present or anything of that nature. So this is my solution. And as you can see, I used clips that I thought complement each card, and it came out amazing. On the other side, I did some mahogany cards, and they are for different occasions. Mother's Day is coming up, and some of these are just very nice. So I wanted to display them, let people have an option, and they're gonna range from maybe $2 to $3, really nothing major, but it's an add-on, something to think about. I appreciate y'all. I will see y'all soon. Let me know what y'all been doing. How was your Easter? Happy belated, do we say belated Easter? Happy Easter past? I don't know. Anyway, I hope y'all had a good Easter. I will talk to y'all later.